everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jake, you're watching Dude Ranch DIY. Today we have a beautiful load of cherry. It's green cherry, just took down the tree yesterday. I have backed the truck right up next to the RuggedMade splitter and was sure to leave plenty of room to squeeze in an IBC Tote at the end there. So we are going to be splitting up this beautiful black cherry with the RuggedMade RS737 directly into an IBC Tote. But before we do that, the IBC Tote scrap catcher or kindling catcher, whatever you want to call it, is full down here. So I got to come in with the pallet forks, take this out. We're going to get a fire going in the burn barrel over there to burn up all of this, you know, pretty thick ash bark. These are some serious chunks of ash bark, and you can actually see all of the canals that the emerald ash borer makes in between the bark and the wood in that cambium layer of the tree, and that's what causes all the ash trees to die. But anyway, we're going to be burning up all that stuff and separating out all the good kindling, and we're going to continue to put it in the wheelbarrow over there that I've covered. That way we can start selling kindling out at the roadside stand. Here we go. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, we got a nice fire going. This stuff super dry, just split it within the last day or two, but we're starting to amass nice pile of kindling here. And it's amazing that once you take out all that big thick ash bark, and there was some hickory bark in there too, but the big pieces were ash, the tote really isn't all that full. So I'm going to throw this back under the splitter so we can get underway here. And as this fire continues to build and grow, I will continue to feed it and get rid of all this bark. Now, I personally use some bark every now and then as a kindling, kind of fire starter for my own personal fires, but I wouldn't feel comfortable bundling it up or including it, with these sticks of wood kindling, just because usually the bark has the most dirt and bugs and stuff in it, and I don't want to potentially introduce that into my customers' homes. So I will just burn up the bark here, and we will give them the good stuff. But you look at all this stuff, like this is prime kindling. I mean, some of this could even be split down once or two more times on my little kindling splitter, which I have up on the patio. But I think that'll make some good kindling, and clearly it's pretty dry. That started with me holding the torch to it for literally a second, and it just went up. So, all right. Gus and Louie are running around in the woods here and in the wood yard. I'm gonna put this tote back underneath the splitter and grab a fresh, probably a small tote over behind the tractor. And we will split up this cherry. Okay guys, got everything in place here. Nice empty tote. Kindling catcher back underneath the splitter. Now, I went a little overboard on the fire here, I think. Can you tell I was a Boy Scout and an Eagle Scout? I think this takes a new meaning to the term teepee style fire. I went ahead and broke down all the big pieces of bark and stacked it up, and now it's kind of burning from the inside out. I'm going to be quiet for a second and just listen to this flame. Pretty cool. I've never really done that with the bark before to quite this extent. It's almost like an onion or an ogre. It's got a lot of layers to it. So I'm going to set up the other camera and just put it on a quick time lapse here, because I think that'll be a pretty cool little clip to just see it burn from the inside out like that. And then we're going to fire up the splitter and get to splitting in the meantime. Guys, I was just walking all over the place looking for this little camera, and I left it in the international truck, because before I started filming this video, I was finishing up filming another video of me doing a firewood delivery in that truck, which you guys already saw. So I'm like basically traveling through time right here. This would be in the future, but I was just using the camera in the past. I don't know, some weird stuff going on here, but here's the setup that we got. We're gonna make some firewood. Boys, Gus, Lou, come here, buddy. Good guys. Yeah, that's a good boy, Lou. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Lou, hey, can you sit? Lou, Louie, sit. Paw. Yes, good boy. Thank you. Gus doesn't do that yet, but it's all right. Good boy, Lou. Paw. Oh, that's right. Good boy. Good boys.
right, guys, so we got that all split up and we filled up about 3/4 of a 275-gallon tote here. This is beautiful cherry. I really wish that we had more cherry around here. I know, like Adam from Hometown Acres and Mike Morgan out in Western PA, they have all that really nice, big, tall, straight cherry. We don't really have that here in southwestern Connecticut. Usually the cherry trees don't generally get all that large, and
they tend to get pretty squirrely and squiggly and stuff. This one actually came from a park in the town I work for. It's actually a beach, and the picnic area is loaded with cherry trees, like pretty big cherry trees too. I know I just contradicted myself there, but like this is one spot, it's just like for some reason loaded with cherry trees right on the water. Absolutely gorgeous. This tree we took down because it had a big crack in the base. It was a 2-stem tree. It's, you know, split right at the base, and years ago we took down the other half of it because it broke out in a storm. Big crack formed where they used to join, and now this one was slotted for the chopping block just because it is a picnic area. You know, the picnic table's underneath it. We don't want anybody to get hurt. But the beach's loss is my gain because this stuff is beautiful. And I even went ahead and I took 2 of the little cutoffs from some of the logs when I cut them up. And you know, along with the whole kindling thing, I split them into nice little chunks that could either be used as kindling, or I'm thinking because it's cherry, might be desirable as, you know, smoking chunks. So I'm gonna keep this, you know, off separate from the kindling, and we're gonna try and follow Joe from Ohio Woodburners model and do a little value added firewood here at Dude Ranch DIY, or at least try and dabble, dip our toes in the water to try and, you know, just expand our market and appeal to more customers for different uses of firewood. So as far as this tote goes, oh, there's Louie. I want to, because it's mostly cherry, I want to keep it cherry because obviously cherry is desirable for either just somebody that wants to burn only cherry or for smoking purposes. Like I said, if they got like a big smoker. I do have a couple cherry logs in here. You can see them kind of in there. So, you know, it's going to be a while until I get to those ones. I have quite a few in front of it, but who knows, I might end up finding some more cherry sooner that I can fill up just the rest of this little tote here. So, yeah, RuggedMade RS 737 did good. The modification that we made a couple videos back, still holding true there. No spitting of the fluid anymore, so that's a good thing. Well, our fire that I had the time lapse going on has significantly burned down, but boy, is it hot. Now is a perfect time for me to throw on all the rest of those scraps underneath the splitter there. I still actually have the time lapse going, but you know, as I was splitting, I was watching the beautiful flames. They were probably like 4 or 5 feet tall. And I was thinking, you know, it's a shame that there's nobody here for me to share this fire with. But then I thought, well, you know what? I'm filming it, and I got a pretty cool time lapse that I'm actually pretty excited to watch when I upload all the footage to the computer to edit this video. And it might be that I don't have anybody to share this fire with today, right here, right now in the wood yard, except for Gus and Louie. But you know what? Thousands of people are going to get to see this video, and for that, I am very grateful, and I hope you enjoy that time lapse of the fire here, because it looked pretty cool from me over there while I was working. I'd like to really see the progression of that time lapse. So anyway, you guys have that to look forward to, but I'm gonna wrap up the video for right now. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Welcome to any of the new subscribers that we've been getting. Been getting a ton. I know I keep saying it, but you know what? It just keeps happening. So I don't want to jinx it. Hit that subscribe button down below if you've not yet subscribed. Give it a big thumbs up if you like the video. Questions, comments, feedback, throw it down in that comment section. But for now, I'm Jake. This is Dude Ranch DIY. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you here next time.